Hello, everybody. Welcome to Top Deck Monthly Cup. We're here with a returning co-host, Hollis Echo. What's up, Hollis? How you doing?
Hey man, how you doing? Great. It's great to be back. Thanks for having me back.
Top Deck Monthly Cup. Someone's got to mute their stream. Sorry. It's not me, is it?
Sorry.
It's not me. And we're also here with a newcomer for co-hosting. Peter, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yep. Let's see. Got some pretty good looking matches today. Looks like we're going to have a double feature. First, we're going to have Josh versus Jason, and then we're going to have Colin versus Ben. Let's take a look at our first match. First, let's take a look at Josh. Did a little update on Josh's profile here. It seems like he's had a pretty good 2017. Regional championship, 5th at North American Nats, and 1st at Canadian Nats. And he's playing Scorpio and Max. Any comments about Josh?
Well, I'm actually really excited. The thing is, like, when the changes for the upcoming list were like effectively announced, and people were like deciding on what would be like the big things, like the big draws. What I was expecting was a lot of people to kind of go with runners, or at least anarchs that would be more vanilla, right? I was expecting to see the Kims come out, or the not just Eddie Kim, but what is the other one?
Alice?
Yes, Alice, because Maul's actually a really devastating console to use, and I feel like, you know, with Wizard being rotated out, with Noise being gone, there'd be enough movement there where people might actually want to play Allison instead of those other available options. So I kind of dig that Josh has actually decided to go Max here, and his full suite is what you would expect out of Max. Like, he's got every single kind of recurable breaker, and to me the hot new spice he has Amakua, which of course is, I'm going to call it the Scientology breaker, I think is the joke, or whatever you want to call it. It basically, this is the brand new breaker we've seen, and I think that actually is going to work really well here for getting those counters every time. I want to say it's access or expose. Is that correct?
Yeah, access or expose without trashing or scoring.
Yeah, I really feel like we're going to see this card actually do a lot in this game. And in general, I just trust Josh's judgment here. He's a great player. He's a good deck builder, and I expect that, you know, he's tested this pretty well, at least has a good idea of how beneficial this will be throughout the game. Beyond that, the list seems fairly standard. I mean, he has hacktivist meetings. This helps him very much, you know, against that kind of that glacial matchup, if you should see it. He is running Maul, so I'm excited already because I do really like that console. I think it's very cool. And beyond that, he also has Informant, Aeneas Informant, and this is awesome because, of course, it's going to help him with his economy package. Beyond that, I don't really see a lot of things that really stand out beyond that. His list seems very, very good.
So I know there's been some talk about like lists and list selection for this tournament, because, you know, everyone's kind of trying to keep their world's list close to the vest. So I with Josh on Scorpio, I feel like that's like, maybe it's not like a corp that he's like super focused on, but he's just trying to, you know, play something different. But who knows?
Josh will insist that these are real lists. So
well, yeah, he has. Yeah, he definitely said that. You know, there's a few people that are insisting that their lists are legitimate lists, and then there's, you know, some other people who are pretty free about the fact that their lists are going to just be ruses.
we might get blown away by this Scorpio deck.
You never know. I mean, Jinteki could be just lit up tomorrow with Scorpio decks. Let's take a look at Mr. Jason Dang, a.k.a. Simpleton, as was dubbed by Damon, if I believe is correct. I think that's what they'll call him.
Simple decks.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mr. Dang's had a pretty good year, too. 4th place at Canadian Nats and 2nd place at North American Nats. Looks like he's going to be running Titan and Haley. Peter, you want to talk a little bit about Jason's decks?
Yeah, you know, first up we have the Titan deck. It just, a lot of people are dubbing it as the new NEH because you have the Atlas chain instead of the Astro chain. So you Atlas, because Titan allows it to put the first counter on it right away with only 3 advancements. You just get the second Atlas and the third Atlas. And you typically close out then with a hostile takeover. And you can do this in a couple ways. You can fast advance. Typically with this list and with all the lists I've seen going around with Trick of Light, the other way is you can just try to rush. And one thing this list is going to try to do is set up an early Anson Rose, so that not only does this ice stop the runner, but it also hurts the runner severely, because once you get 3 tokens on Anson Rose, Mazolis, Hordem, and especially Colossus all become significantly more scary. The face check penalty increases dramatically. So they'll often try to rush out behind those ice and try to fast advance maybe the last 2 or 3 points. Helping that is going to be priority construction, which will install them for cheaper and immediately turn on those parenthetical abilities. There's a couple little extra things in the list that I'll just let them come out on stream when he draws them or when we see them, because they're a little bit exciting. For his runner deck, he is on Haley, and it's kind of a new version of an old style of deck, Pawn Shop Haley, utilizing caches, Aesop's Pawn Shop, obviously, and Harbinger and other kind of cheap, easy to install, and then easy to sell programs and resources like Daily Cast, and tries to set up a little bit of inevitability to try to win in the late game and try to maintain a remote block. The one thing that kind of makes it a little bit difficult is that because he's using Aesop's Pawn Shop, he can't use Levy. So to fix that problem, we have Trope being seen in a Shaper deck, which I don't know if I would have thought I'd see that day. But yeah, they'll try to go infinite or near infinite with Trope and try to get back a lot of those value programs and value resources to just keep his economy alive, to try to guarantee his win in the late game.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of these cards pop up now with the ban restricted list and the rotation. It's a good time to mention that this tournament is following the same structure as Worlds, so it's revised core, band restricted, and post rotation. So it's a brave new world, as I've heard a few people refer to it as. So yeah, Trope is gonna be the kind of card that, who knows, we may see it. All right, so let's go ahead. Well, actually, does anybody have anything to say about the matchups in particular, or so you see a favorite here emerging? So,
I mean, I think it goes without saying, knowing that Josh is on Max and that, J Ding, I'm just going to call him Simpleton, is on Scorpios, that's pretty harsh, I think. I think that it's going to be a challenge already. Because
Jason's on Titan, not Scorpio.
Oh, he's on Titan. Oh, am I thinking of Josh's deck then?
Yeah, Josh is on Scorpio.
Oh, sorry. Okay, then never mind. I'm not nearly as worried. Sorry.
I think it's still going to be a challenge, because Titan's going to try to move fast, and if Max can get those conspiracy breakers in the bin and set up an economy, she'll be able to challenge those first couple of scores. But a lot of times with this Titan deck, if an Atlas slips through early, then the runner's in trouble, because once the first Atlas goes, it's off to the races at that point.
Right.
All right, some valid points. For the record, Spag says him and Sam are going to be bringing real decks on Friday, so we'll see about that.
Okay.
Probably a lie.
All right, so let's go ahead and hop on into this game here. Tell these guys they can go ahead.
Hold on one sec.
I'm not sure if they've done their mulligans.
They've not.
Okay, so what do you think? Looks like...
It looks like Max might keep that hand. That's a pretty good hand. You got early money and early multi-access. So Josh can set those things up, start running right away, and charge up that turning wheel.
Yeah, Titan's got a ton of money. Could money up and then maybe hope to. I don't know. I feel like do you usually want to have like an agenda in your hand so you can try to get scoring as soon as possible?
An agenda or an Anson Rose, and he doesn't have anything, but he has the Prycon and the Mazolis, but Prycon only says remote. Mm-hmm. He does keep, and the IP block does help a lot, actually. Yeah, sorry, I gotta turn off my sounds.
Yeah, I think the sounds might be distracting. Let me go ahead and kill that. All right, so right away we got a turning wheel coming out for Josh, getting a counter, get an HQ access. Obviously, HQ's got nothing in it at the moment, but building up those counters, definitely helpful.
Sorry, I thought I killed sounds.
Check just real quick. Check the group chat for me, guys.
Yeah. All right.
Excellent.
All right, so Josh with the mining accident, and Jason elects to pay the $5 instead of taking the bad publicity. Is that standard? I don't really know what the bad publicity.
Well, the bad pub's going to make that Peacock easier to install, and Jason doesn't need much more money at this point, because as soon as that Mazolis reses, he's really just going to try to look for a first agenda at this point. And I can't remember. I don't know if he is running fast track or not. When the mall comes down, so these random turning wheel accesses are going to get more and more punishing.
And I really like this. Like I think that this is a decent setup for the start for him.
Yeah, Josh looks to be well set up, especially now with all of the conspiracy breakers are in the minute.
Yeah, whatever he needs, he can go grab immediately. I mean, that flexibility is incredibly strong, and I mean, really, it's what he needed, right? Knowing that Jason can go.
Yeah. Absolutely. Getting those in and slowing Jason down with the mining accident is kind of exactly how Josh wanted this game to go.
Yeah, and it makes a lot of sense. I don't think you don't want to give a bad pub to a runner that's going to be installing breakers from the heap and use it mid-run. Yeah.
Let's see where this ice wall ends up. I don't know if he'll install it this turn, but if it goes over, it goes over HQ, so he's going to try to shore up everything before he tries for the score.
Yeah.
He may kind of forego, well, as I say, he might forego all remote game, but he does put the GFI in that server one.
Yeah. And I mean, he kind of has to, right? Like, knowing that he has all these tools at his disposal, he either bluffs this out as, like, nothing.
Yeah.
Or he forces him to access and, really spend a lot of money here. So he's got to do it.
Yeah, Josh is going broke. He does get the GFI.
Wow.
And does have the daily cast running.
Wow.
Yeah, so it seemed like maybe Jason was just trying to get that agenda out of his hand because he knew Josh was going to be pressuring HQ.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he did lose the 1 and 4 to Josh's access. That remote's looking pretty good, though.
Yeah, it's pretty stern. Josh is going to need to definitely cut it up quite a bit in order to be able to get in there. And it looks like based on his behavior, he elects to say, I'm just going to build my board. I don't think I can grab it.
Yeah, and it looks like Jason's going to be able to score this GFI without a problem.
Man, all these great cards. I'm looking at Max. Well, I spoke too soon. There's some money.
Yeah, Josh has done well to make Jason basically top deck everything at this point. Because he can just run back in and get this trick of light out of there as well, which will slow him down even more.
Right.
He has the team in hand, so we will probably see Turtle and the Click Liberated to get in, or just to go in. He wants to trash these cards.
Yeah. Also, with with effectively 3 additional accesses from R&D or HQ from Turning Wheel, Josh is very quickly moving towards that, that eventuality where the big hit is coming.
Right. Ooh, let's see what this enforcing loyalty does.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. Huh.
Does have a trash cost on it.
True.
I don't know if there's anything. Oh, he's gonna want to hit that turning wheel.
Yeah.
I was about to say it's got 7 counters on there.
50-50, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
and it's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's gone.
Yeah. Like you flip a coin, it can happen. I mean, of course, Max is speed itself, right? And I mean, Josh's setup looks so good, right? Like, look, this is amazing. The Maul's on the table. He has every breaker he needs. Turning wheel has stacks. Liberated accounts on deck. 2 daily casts on deck. I mean, at this point, I don't know how Jason swings control back into his favor. Like, not at this stage.
Yeah, he's holding the trickle light, which hopefully he can hold on to. He kind of really needs an Atlas straw now.
Yeah, it's got to happen now.
An Atlas straw now saves him, but if it goes much longer without one, then he's in trouble. And nope. It's the Amsen, that can help. I think it's probably going to be moving too slow right now, but he might be able to force Josh to run there. We'll see. Josh still does have 1 minute accent left in the deck, but he does have the levy, so he's going to be going through that deck again.
Yeah.
All right, so he retains the Colossus at least, or retains the the trickle light.
I think is this turning wheel time, guys?
Probably not yet.
You think
Probably not yet, but
I guess just checking that he doesn't get the Atlas.
Jason roses the IP block.
Okay.
Which,
all right.
Costs $3 for Josh to break.
Yeah, it actually just costs 2, and he corrects that because he can use the turtle. It's not quite like a turtle.
Oh, right, yeah.
It does. Oh, yeah, he's going deep.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
He did have to take a tag because he had the AI breaker and stuff.
Right.
So
Yes, he down, but is now in a lock situation.
Yeah.
And he's floating this tag. That's interesting.
He's not scared, man.
No, he doesn't know that no punishment's coming up. Yeah,
that's true.
This Colossus is big, though.
It is. So if you're Dang here, do you waste time trashing the turning wheel? If he's gonna float that tag?
I probably would. You've seen Josh discard 1 turning wheel already. You have to. I would assume you would. Well, he's got 2 turning wheels in the bin already, so he's going to be able to get rid of all turning wheels. And Josh is going tag me, it appears.
Yeah.
At 3 tags with his credit load. I don't think he can afford to spend next turn just clearing tags. Although at how slow Jason's going to be moving now, that might be the right move.
Right. And I can't help but think. So while we know that Ding has, I keep missing it, like changing his name. While we know Simpleton has a little bit of punishment here, I think what we also have to keep in mind is, of course, Josh is in very much control of this match. He knows exactly what's in hand. He knows the top cards of the deck, and he knows he has levy. If he loses any cards, anything that gets trashed, he knows he's just going to levy right back right now, or I guess on the turn.
He's all these ice.
So he could lose if he loses his levy and his same old thing here. That would be a problem.
That would be bad. Whew,
just keep the same old thing, yeah.
Whoa! Wow! Okay, that was terrifying. All right, what do you get?
Oh, that's a Whoredom. So the Whoredom actually does a lot in this matchup because once it's triple advanced, it can't be broken by AIs, and so he'll have to start relying on that black orchestra.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's digging it.
He's trying to clear and try to get to the fresh cards, but he sees nothing of any use. Yep, so he clears a little bit of money. And Josh probably wants to clear here, I think.
Yeah.
I hope he's going nowhere.
Okay. Gets rid of something. All right, I see. Yeah, this is a little.
What do you think? What do you think Josh expected after he hit the Colossus and continued on with the 3 advanced dice?
I'm not sure what would be okay, because if it's a Hordem, Jason can go find Boom.
Right.
Maybe another Colossus. The double Colossus doesn't hurt him too much.
True.
And because Josh has tagged me now, yeah, there's the threat of death is on the table. I don't know, man. I just feel like, we're basically waiting on top deck, right? Like that's effectively what's happening. We're waiting to see,
Yeah.
if the top deck happens. And Josh only needing 2 points makes this very complicated, very tough for Jason.
Oh, there goes the Boom.
Wow. Okay, well, that has to feel good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that was.
All right.
so we know we have an Anson Rose on the top. Yeah, so Josh is going to try to single access his way, I think, to the win here.
He's got one.
I can't blame him at this point.
Try to draw through it every time.
He's got one more Boom, right?
I think so.
But he might have just been drawing to. Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, he's trying to clear the R&D lock, but yeah, he does have a second Boom.
Wait, I see. Never mind, I see. Okay.
All right, so yeah, there's the Hordem with the Anson Rose. So now, if the turtle comes back, they won't be able to break that cheaply.
So
now, one thing I think here is, sorry, go ahead.
Well, this is a little scary now, right? Like I think a little bit.
Scary for Josh.
He broke it. Never mind.
Yeah.
And yeah, nothing.
I think Josh might be clicking for credits for a while here soon, because he didn't quite get there with the single access aggressive plan.
Yeah.
So he might be trying to keep the pressure on running. Okay, so we already have a fast track, and that's a risky move right now because he can't score. Yeah, so he's going to credit up. So I think Josh might be crediting up eventually and trying to clear those tags before he levies. But I think he's going to try to even go a little bit farther here. Yeah.
He's using the Timmy strat. Click for credits.
Just do. That's what you got. That's all you got to do, man. Just run, spend your money, just like 3 clicks for credits. Easy. Don't make it so complicated.
A lot of credit clicking going on both sides. We have 2 very poor runner and Corp.
This is poverty net runner, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
This is old school. All right.
He how'd he lose the fast track?
Maul,
man. Maul did the work.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yep. Josh comments, what is happening? I think what Josh is asking himself, he's like, hey, I've had like pretty much 5 or 6 single accesses now. I need one agenda that's 3 in play. Where's the other agendas?
He's just wondering where the agendas are at this point.
Yeah. All right, so he top decks the Atlas. Is he
okay? So yeah, he's got it. All right, Ding. I believe in you. I do believe.
This will be nice to see what Jason decides to do.
Is this lemon agenda time? Is it the time?
It might be.
I guess he's not going to care about losing those 4 counters at this point. It doesn't really matter too much.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Let's see. What could he be scared of by installing? So he's, we got Paperclip, we got Black Orchestra. Can he make it through both these pieces of ice? I don't know.
He'll have to reinstall the orchestra too.
Yeah, he doesn't have money because he'll lose the orchestra, and then he'll have to. Yeah, he'd have to pay to reinstall it and break.
Yeah. It'll be 9. Yeah.
Huh.
One of the viewers mentioned could be worried about stem hack.
That's fair.
Good points.
But you haven't seen any other. Have you seen any others stem hacks in the deck at this point? Mm-hmm. No, there's none in the bin. So he would literally have to be holding on to the one stem hack in his deck, which I guess he could have a couple in his hand.
Yeah, and also I guess I kind of feel like even if stem hack would be a concern, at this stage Maul is also a pretty risky concern, and HQ is incredibly weak right now. So the agenda staying in HQ means he could potentially hit it, but also he could trash it, and there's not really good options right now to return. Have it come back. Yeah,
and we know that the R&D is so dense that he's likely to keep drawing agendas at this point. So he definitely doesn't want him to start backing up in HQ.
Yeah, I mean there's a risk assessment. That was a long risk assessment going on there, and I'm hoping that Jason made the right call here by deciding to leave that agenda in hand for now, protect HQ, and just leave it up to RNG.
He wants to use those counters to make that ice wall cost something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, Josh is thinking about this. Yep. Credit 4 times. This is what we're doing over here. Wild over here. Man. I hope Timmy's watching.
Timmy would be so proud right now.
He's just like, man, I taught these boys so well. Wow, we got a second one, guys? What is this? This hurts. This hurts. This is terrifying. What is happening? What a gambit.
Do you think that Josh is going to try to run that remote? Or
no, I think Josh is going for HQ.
I think Josh is going for R&D.
Yeah, Well,
R&D
is going to let Maul do the work.
Josh, what the F is this? My whole deck is booms. Okay.
So I mean, if Jaden can just draw a boom, the game's over.
Yeah, that's true.
He does.
He's got to challenge it. He's got to take a look.
Yeah,
he's got to know, man.
I think Josh is. Yeah, I don't know. I think.
To be fair, this is actually kind of interesting because by doing this, he weakens the ice on HQ from getting super boosted by Anson, which is cool. I think it's interesting. Oh, how annoying.
Mm-hmm.
How annoying.
That Mark Yale.
Mark Yale.
Josh got rused. Josh went on the ruse cruise.
Oh, here we go. He's interested. He's like, boy, where are the things that I require?
Yeah, so he could potentially score here and send an agenda to archives.
Yeah. All right. Well, he's in, and
he will get at least. Yeah, I was about to say.
All right. It's close. What? What is this? What? Ruses. Scoops of ruses. No, it's fine. This is, I mean, hostile takeover, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. This is,
Yeah, and actually I misspoke there. I forgot if you score the agenda, the mod doesn't fire, right? Is that...
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you don't see more trash.
I think this is the right call.
He should click one. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't know. I was going to say click one, draw, just in case you get boom, because you just auto win. I mean, you got a 1 in 10 chance.
And I mean, of course, we expected Josh to do this. We expected him to say game.
There it is.
That's it.
Yep. All right.
Good game.
Well, that was a good game. It was very much in control for Josh, in the very beginning, and we definitely saw I think gaps. If things had gone a little differently, Jason could have swung momentum back in his favor. But that's what Titan can do, right? It can swing that fast. But unfortunately, it did not happen. It did. It hurts, guys. It hurts.
That was a good game, though.
I enjoy watching them. I mean, they're so. Here's the thing: whenever I watch games with Josh and Jason, like they're so good. It's just a pleasure just to be present, and like just watch them, make the decisions they're making. Because that game was played very quickly. I mean, they're obviously skilled. They know what they're doing. They know what the right moves are. Most of the time. I love it. I love watching them.
All right, so now I get to watch Scorp versus Haley.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So Scorp was one of those things that happened while I was on a brief hiatus.
Paternity leave.
So yeah. What's the impact been? Is it a legitimate option, or is it like another PE where like it's kind of some people's pet deck?
I was out of the game when Scorp came out too, so this is all Hollis.
So believe it or not, when Scorp came out, that was when my interest was extremely low also. So this will be a learning experience for a lot of us. The things I can say, or the things that I do know so far, is just in my experience playing against it, it's very, very impressive the number of difficult situations that Scorpios puts you in just based on the order in which you play cards as the runner. Knowing that they can choose one of your cards to actually, to basically get removed from the game, your priority for what gets played first changes. You might want to play the less juicy card, even if it's suboptimal, because you would prefer that card to stay and remain, especially if your deck has some level of recursion where cards can come back.
Right.
Now, post-rotation, I think that, because there is less recursion, I think that changes basically that calculation very much. If anything, it's fantastic because it hurts decks that, are going to be trashing a lot of things to the heap and, are going to plan to recur a lot. I think in this matchup, though, let's see, what runner is this?
This is the Haley deck.
This could be Stern. I'm looking at the deck list now. This is, we'll see.
The one thing that's going to help Jason in this matchup is that he has multiples of every type of breaker, at least.
Yeah, right.
He did mulligan to open with that punch up.
All right, looks like they didn't take my advice to wait a second, but they've. So Jason went in, or Josh went in and started. He has a turn 1 Project Atlas installed with Whoredom as dice. And it looks like he's going to get it through.
Start.
So it's a good start for Josh.
Ready, Jason.
So Josh does draw his secret tech. It's the O2 shortage.
Someone right now in chat is triggered. I know it. The moment you hit the card, someone got triggered. I know it. Man.
I do have a hot take about the deck scraping right now. Whoever wins Worlds needs to make a card that somehow like references something.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk about
operation.
This. Oh, sorry.
No, I was saying like maybe like I guess it'd be a runner event or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about the spiciness. Josh has his HQ unprotected. Okay. 2 agendas in hand right now.
Yeah, it looks like J-Dang is just so interested in his setup that he's just foregoing any kind of early pressure, which actually.
All right, here goes the O2 shortage. So, what's gonna happen?
Do you want to trash a card, or do you want to lose 2 clicks? Oh man, look at this! It's crazy how I don't value this card as much as I do lose 2 clicks.
That's pretty fun.
Gets rid of the Caldera.
Josh, I love Josh. Up to you, my dude. I just love it. I just love the banter. Up to you, my dude. This is hilarious. All right. How can I dodge O2 with good cards? I'm sorry, guys. So
Jason's 3 steps ahead of him. He knew to put bad cards in his deck to dodge that O2 shortage.
Easy decision, right?
Easy game.
Totally justifiable. All right. So yeah, Josh just jams this Atlas behind this Hornum, and I think he's fine. JDing's not showing any aggression right now.
JDing's got the ability to get all of his breakers though, because if he can run the Hornum, he can pop the SMC to install something and then install another breaker out of hand. So, and he has the Atman and Code Gate breakers, so if he needs to, he can even just go get a cache for credit neutral. But he's going to let it slip.
Wow, this is scary. This is really scary to me.
Yeah, so we're going to have double Atlas token.
Wow.
Corp Russian hard. I think he's trying to. Yeah, he wants the counter.
Scary, man. So that was fast. I mean, right now, Josh is sitting at 4 points. He's got Atlas.
Jason's just still digging. I'm not quite sure what he's hunting for. If he's just looking for more installables where he starts running to charge up that turning wheel.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask this out to chat. You know, chat is watching. Obviously, chat. What do you think Jason is holding out for, in your opinion? Because I mean, even though we have his deck list, I'm wondering why we're not seeing more aggression. You know, why we're not seeing more R&D runs, not seeing more HQ runs. What do you think is his concern about them making the run right now? And he trashed the Jeeves. Fantastic. I think that's necessary.
Yeah, he's already seen the use of Jeeves in that deck. We have this card, Graft, big old 5 for a 3.
Wow.
Yeah. So we'll see if there's a way to score it out of hand, or if he's going to try to score out of the remote here.
Does he possibly have the audacity to play a certain card?
I get it.
He still has to install Advanced if he's going to use Audacity.
Oh, you're right. Whoa. There's a turning wheel. Tides are turning.
Yeah. Then he just does his Haley Trigger to get all of his breakers out, although and he probably will do well here if Josh has the ice wall.
I like how he's got all these breakers out and there's one piece of ice.
Yeah. See, the other piece of hot deck here, Hunter Seeker, no real Scorp deck is complete without it.
So I think the ruling is you can Scorp the Harbinger if he flips it.
Okay.
That came up the other day when I was playing.
So just of course, I asked that question, see if the chat had any response. Someone said maybe he's digging for Sacrificial Construct. Because if he has the ability to maybe like do Sacrificial Construct and a way to stop any sort of like, I don't know, possible fast advance options. I mean, does he have? Tell me, Peter, does he have any fast advance options?
Let me look.
I guess I have it as well. I can take a look. I don't see anything like that. Also, you know what? Someone did.
I'm seeing 2 Bionics in this list.
You're right.
Same list.
You're right. You're right. There are 2. Wow. Yeah. I mean, so that's a possible concern. Someone said, it's Hunter Seeker. Maybe he just doesn't want to have Hunter Seeker hit it.
That makes sense. I'm not used to playing around Hunter Seeker yet, but looking for the SATCOMs to avoid that is certainly a smart move. But the one thing Jason. He's got Sai, and he has multiple copies of all of his breakers, like I said. So getting one out of the game just for Hunter Seeker, I'm not sure how scared he should be.
So the Harbinger triggers. Josh not going to trigger Scorp.
Wow.
All right, so we do have a SATCON. So yeah, he Snap installs that as soon as it gets in his hand. So and now we'll likely see that aggression. Yeah, but he does steal an agenda, so we'll see here.
Oh boy!
If Josh,
all right, so I guess this is what he was trying to prepare for. So here we go.
Yeah, Josh wants to spend the 2 clicks to get it out of the game. Just the SATCOM, that is. We'll see it here. Yeah, he just money's up, so he's going to wait for something else to happen before he goes after that SATCOM.
Okay. Whoa.
Another hot steak over ribs.
Spicy.
One thing we could see here is he could trigger the Atlas to get a biotic and another. He triggered both Atlas to get another biotic and another Hunter Seeker. Okay.
Whoa, boy.
Yeah, this is going to be expensive for that Nanoct.
Yeah. Whew.
Oof.
Ouch.
Whoa. That's it.
Wow.
Oh, that was a quick.
Wow, that was insane.
That was a quick turnaround.
Yeah, that was.
Welcome to a world with real 5 for 3s.
We didn't even have time to adjust what was happening.
Yeah.
Like we had no time to adjust for that. Holy crap! What?
Wow.
Yeah, they're like snipes. Got him. I'm loving it, guys. I love this. This is insane.
All right, so we're gonna have a game 3.
Wow, that's so fast.
Somebody want a random form? Or actually, I have RNG up right here. We'll go 1. Let's see, 1 Josh Corpse. All right, so Josh is gonna corp.
He's gonna corp again, man. Okay, I'm ready for this.
This will be wild.
So we get a rematch on this one.
I like.
That's good. I feel like we had a really, really good game, the first game, and I feel like that game kind of, I don't know. I want to see this one again just because it got kind of funky there at the end.
Yeah, it did.
All right, I think these guys are gonna just dive right in.
Yeah, they're firing into it. And Josh opens a very similar hand as last time. Yeah, so he's going to start rushing now.
This time he's got the Oaktown, which could be a little bit better, I guess, for tempo.
It's going to get challenged right away, I think. Yep.
Oh yeah. Josh says, "I'm not playing this game." Or J Dink says, "I'm not playing this game again. No way. I'm not letting you get points like that on me."
Oh, busting out the Cyber Cipher.
Hey, man.
But we do have a Hunter Seeker ready to respond to this.
Woo, boy. Yeah, he's gonna. Ooh, CVS, nice. Not really super. I guess it's kind of useful here.
Yeah, just take credits.
Can be useful. And there's a Sakon. We got there, guys. We made it.
Yeah, we'll wait for that stack on. This is not looking good for Josh.
Yeah. How are we going to dig ourselves? Oh, boy.
Yeah, J-Ding's going to jump up to 6 credits at the start of the turn, too. So his dip in credits will not last long.
Nope.
Just want to let everybody know that's watching. Thank you for tuning in. This is game 3. We're going to have another match after this, which will be Colin Hanna versus Ben Mason.
Oof, and the Atlas sniped.
Ouch. Yeah, I mean, all servers are protected. I mean, not really great options here for Josh based on. Yeah, I mean, you gotta just.
I'm trying to bait something with the CVS.
Yeah. All right, so if you're Jason, I mean, he's in pretty good shape, right? Like, I mean, I think he just runs those centrals, draw up. I mean, I don't think he has to challenge that server, right? Like, it's just really not even necessary. And he knows Josh runs 5 3s.
Yeah.
Whew, man. Yep.
Oh, we got to update. Jonas Wilson beat Kenny 2-0 earlier.
Okay.
So the graft is going to go on the remote. The remote is at this point safer than anything else.
Yeah. I don't blame him at all for this move. Also, I mean, he's got to get points on the board.
Yeah.
He's got to get points on the board. He's got to protect the engine. Hold that in hand like that. This is definitely a rough, weird spot for Josh. It's a double ruse. There's no agendas there, Jason. It's
Just two TBSs.
Yeah, he got you. I mean, really, the only thing Jason is missing is what, turning wheel?
Yeah.
That would be the only thing to make this sweeter.
He wants pro code too, but he doesn't need it right now.
Yeah. Man, and he's got another cash just ready to just make him that money.
Yeah, he's got Cash Harbinger ready to. I mean, that's 9 credits right there.
Yeah.
8 credits, I guess.
Parisia or the Harbinger?
He declined the other install.
Oh yeah, he's full right now. He doesn't have to trash anything. The present moment.
Harbinger is your MU at least, but
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it's interesting he didn't install that. I guess he's like, whatever. I don't need it. Yeah, I mean, why not? You might as well challenge it.
yeah, with 17 credits, he should get in here. Josh just got to hope that one of his gear checks. It won't.
Jeez. Well, we're all in play, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens. Okay. It's just a counter. Just going to be a counter, and I think that's the GG.
That is.
That was rough for Josh. I mean, there really wasn't a lot of options he had there, I don't think. I'm sure he would have loved to res this Archer, but I mean, still would have had to be some points.
Yeah.
So,
Tell me, was there a point earlier in this game where he could have used that Hunter Seeker to trash something after, like the Hunter Seeker to trash the Cyber?
Yeah, he could have tried to play side turn 2 because he installs Horde of Oaktowns. Jason gets enough. Jason opens pretty rich. So if he challenges the Oaktown and gets it turn 1.
Okay, so it's possible that might have helped here. Maybe.
Yeah.
Josh says, I was going to put you in an oxygen shortage. Okay, well.
Take the air out of this game.
Yeah. I love it. I love competitive, like playful banter. That's my jam. I love that. Right.
all right. So, what do you think? Should we try to have them on for like 5 minutes and chat for a minute, or do you want to just move on to the next match between Colin and Ben?
Let's give them a little love. I think it's fine to have them on for a sec.
All right, I'll send them the.
They have fans, man. Let them address their fans.
Of course.
Let them talk to the people.
Yeah, I mean that's generally how we do it, but that's the first time we've had a double feature. So.
That's true. That's true.
What? So, what do you guys think? Any surprised that Jason pulled that one out, or?
Yeah, I think Jason was pretty favored in all those games. Especially, I mean, one thing I don't think he came up was his list ran 3 stim hack. When he rushed out, there was a good chance he was going to get challenged.
Yeah.
He was very smart to wait on the SatCons because we could have seen a Hunter Seeker blowout in the first game.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely wasn't initially considering, just how many Hunter Seekers are getting played now. And so, like knowing how powerful Hunter Seeker is, yeah, waiting on SatCon is very, very important to make sure it's just not a blowout for you, unfortunately. So the second game, I mean, it was just insane, right? I think you got like 2 out in almost all 3, or was it the first game? Like it was, at some point I was like, okay, there's no way that this is going to happen the way I think Josh wants it to happen. Jason, what's going on, man? Good job. Great job, bro.
What's happening? That was a clown fiesta. That's all I have to say. I mean, I kind of expected something like that. The O2 shortage hit me. So what I want to say is, unfortunately for Josh, I've been playing against not Scorp in particular, but a lot of these sort of rigged shooter decks coming out of Wayland. And so, yeah, it's exactly as you said. So long as you have like at least one SatCon up as you're stealing agendas. I mean, I guess if you steal standoffs at the wrong time, but other than that, you know, I'm running 2 of every breaker. So it's, and then plus the Atman. So it's really, really difficult for them to actually rig shooter me.
Yeah.
I think rig shooter might work against, you know, some of the Crims or Anarchs, but it's just not going to work against Haley. But yeah, like I let him score 2 Atlases in the first game because I knew as long as I have SatCon, like I can lock that game down. I have Clot lock, SatCon lock. It's like those Waylands don't. I'm pretty sure he was running Graft. Oh, I guess I saw the Hunter Seeker, because Hunter Seeker is restricted, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he's running Hunter Seeker, he has to be running Graft, and if he's running Graft, then he's in a world of hurt.
For that matchup especially, I think it was, you know, very fortunate for you that, you know, you had so many great, you know, you had so many great options to just combat every available option that he had for that deck. I mean, it would have been an incredibly difficult. I think it would have been, based on what I see out of your deck, it would have been very, very difficult for you to lose that match, given all the options that you had.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, I've lost those games when I either don't see SatCons. Yeah, I have a lot of options. I think the other thing that never actually entered my hand, but is actually extremely relevant against that deck is, I play 3 Stim Hacks. Stim Hack is great.
Yeah.
Don't cut your Stim Hacks in Shaper, everybody. Like, just don't do it. It's good of a card. So the fact that Shaper contests remotes early and then Clot locks late, I think it's a good deck.
So speaking of Stim Hack, when you were playing Corp, you had a chance that I think you could have stuck an agenda in the remote there towards the end, but you decided not to. I think Josh had like 3 credits and a Black Orchestra out that he would have lost to the, I forget what that first piece of ice was on the remote.
Colossus.
Yeah. So what was your, instead, I can't remember what you did. I think instead you might have.
I built a second remote.
Is that what it was?
For the Markiel.
I was thinking it was before that, and that you put the ice wall on HQ as a second ice. But yeah, I think it was, you put the ice wall on HQ as your second ice. Was it because you wanted to put the Anson counters on the ice wall, and without, because if you would have put the agenda in the remote, you would have had to install over the 4 counter Anson.
That's right. So that's exactly. Again, I'm mad at myself about game 1 because I feel like I have that game on lock. Obviously, you know, if he runs R&D, he can only single access R&D, which is okay for me. But the idea was put the ice wall on HQ, build that second remote, and force him to run it. And then he's gonna feel like he's desperate when he sees the Markiel and run HQ, which is actually what happened. And then the idea is to move all those counters onto the ice wall, and now he can basically never get into HQ. And so with HQ locked down, now I can shove agendas into that Colossus remote. Because he'll have like 0 credits left, and then get the 2 Atlas counters, and then Atlas whatever trigger light and win the game. So that was the idea. I am dumb and put 3 counters on my Hordem for no reason. But yeah, the idea was I wanted to lock HQ first because I knew agendas were coming, right? Like, as Josh said, like, what is going on? Like, where are the agendas? The agendas are all in R&D, which means they're coming into HQ. So I need to lock one of those centrals down, and I figured the best way for me to lock them down, right? Because priority construction only works on remotes. And so I was like, okay, if I can force a run on this unresed ice with Anson, I don't want to overwrite the Anson because it is my economy. Like, it puts 5 advancement tokens on the ice wall, which is really, really good. And so that was my plan. I was running out of time anyway because he mod like my Audacity and 2 trickle lights, which is pretty bad for me.
Yeah, and he got that first. He got your first boom out of R&D, and then couldn't draw the second one.
Yeah, I looked at my deck. It was at the bottom as expected.
Of course.
So yeah, and he mod the archive memories. So my deck is a little different than some of the decks running out there because of the archive memories. I feel like with Colossus, a lot of people do end up going tag me because that ice is really crazy, especially with a bunch of like Anson Rose counters or priority construction. And so you get them really hard tagged. And then, if they trash your boom, you just archive memories it back. But, sometimes you're at the will of Maw.
Yeah, Ma did some work. That's for sure.
He really did. I loved it. Like,
we should have started a Ma counter. I feel like it got at least like double digits.
I mean, I was just putting stuff out there so it wouldn't get mod, right? I was like, okay, I got to put my ice down.
Yeah.
Especially the IP blocks.
Well, at the beginning, was that you had to put out you put the GFI behind the remote early because I think you were just like, if I don't, you had 2 GFI in your hand or something like that. So it was
yep. I had 2 GFI in my hand. The remote was pretty secure, but yeah, I definitely didn't want to get any of that stuff mod.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, I don't think Josh is going to join us. He's not responding. So, but congratulations on the win. I could take a look at the bracket for a second. Looks like. With the win, you'll be playing the winner between Travis and Peter.
Ooh, exciting!
I got all your tech, Jason.
Yeah, so that's what Peter saw that you were in his part of the bracket and was like, I got to get on and see these techs. No, and then as we mentioned earlier, it's not showing the updated bracket. That's weird. We also had Jonas beat Kenny 2-0, so he'll be advancing as well. And then whoever wins between Colin and Ben will play Jin when he gets back from Bali. All right, Jason, you want to hang around and watch this next match with us, or do you need to get going?
Yeah, sure. I suppose I could.
We went in the tank for this question.
Yeah. Well,
choose wisely.
I'm writing a pull request right now for Netrunner DB. So that's sort of what I'm working on. Yeah, I'll drop off. It's fine.
Cool. Thank you for sacrificing your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks for working on that.
All right.
Yep.
Well, cool.
All right. Have a good night, gentlemen.
All right. Take care, Jason. Congrats.
Thank you.
See you.
All right, so we got our next match is about ready to start. Let's take a little quick look here at our players. We've got Colin Hanna. Colin is my fellow Texan. We do pretty much all our testing together. We're also participating in a top deck house this Worlds.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, shit's off the chain. We got a pool and a slide and a hot tub. So
nice. I'll be over for the hot tub. Thanks.
Like Radisson Cheese Train got shit on us.
But do you have a way to steal deck lists? That's kind of the important.
Oh no! No! I'm out. I'm out. No, it's too soon, Peter. It's too soon.
I don't know. I don't think that we do that until year 2. That's the strategy.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh my god, the wound is so fresh. It's like
you'll grow into it. You'll grow into it.
So Colin, it was top 16 at Worlds in 2016. Third place North American champs in 2016, and he was a 2 times regional champ in 2016. 2017, I know he had a baby recently, so he's on that paternity leave for a while as well. But yeah, he's back, getting ready for Worlds. We're doing some prepping together as always. So for his corp, we got cerebral imaging, which seems to be a popular choice these days.
I bet Spags loves to hear this. I can't wait.
Yeah, and then for runner, he's playing Null.
Okay. Hey, hey, listen. Already fan favorite. If you chose Null, I'm in. So fan favorite.
All right. Let's take a look at Ben. So Ben, also known as Bassoon, he's been playing since the get-go. He had a top 16 at Worlds in 2013. So we got some OG Netrunner Elite.
Awesome.
Nice.
Also placed 4th at Worlds in 2014. And actually the reason he got the invite to the tournament is I sent out some questions on Slack asking who was somebody that, should get the invite, and I had multiple people say his name. So he also placed first at Durham Regional this year. So yeah, welcome Ben to Top Deck. This will be his first showing. His corp is Ag Infusion, and his runner is Chaos Theory.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Any comments or anything about the deck choices or matchups?
Well, Colin's deck is looking very interesting. Is there a combo here?
Yeah.
Is there a combo plan here that I'm missing?
Yeah. The combo here is he's going to try to mind game onto the Brainstorm.
Right.
Boost up with Helheim servers as high as he can, so the runner can't break it.
Yeah, this is a combo kill deck.
Oh
man! And then Neural EMP if the Brainstorm isn't enough.
I don't even. Okay.
It's some shit.
Okay. I mean, I'll take it. I love it.
He's got an enforced curfew and need to reduce the hand size even more if he needs to. So, if the runner only takes 5 brain damage and needs a 6-1 on the first court, enforced curfew will cause a kill as well if the runner can't clear it on their turn.
Okay.
If you guys want to go ahead and jump in, the game's ready. They're just waiting on us. All right. So here we are. We're about to start featured match number 2 between Colin and Ben. Once again, thanks everybody for watching, and if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I've got one thing I wanted to mention is that I'm considering streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch, so maybe go over and subscribe to the YouTube if you want to get some alerts for when we live stream, because that's a possibility here in the future.
So looking at these first hands, nobody has a good opener hand here. Colin has no money, and Ben has no Magnum Opus. Ben's deck is just a Magnum Opus Chaos Theory deck. It's kind of a little bit old school. It just uses the best breakers that Shaper has. So you have Ordian Blade, Lady, and Attack. And you fuel that by hitting Magnum Opus as much as you can. And of course, Beth makes it you can take 10 in a turn or 8 and then run. So,
all right, so it looks like we're probably going to get a couple of mulligans.
yeah, 2 mulligans.
Yep.
And Ben's does not improve much at all, but Colin's does improve a lot.
Yeah, getting the violet level clearance. That card is a beast.
Disgusting, right? Like straight disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the clearances are getting out of
Okay.
control.
Ben fixes his hand with a single draw.
He has like that. That has to be such a big sigh of relief because I bet when he saw that mulligan, he had to be just like dreading this game like immediately.
And dropping that early Beth is good because CI is definitely going to be up on money, so he might be able to even get. We know he won't be able to get 5 clicks right away, but he thinks he might be able to.
Yeah.
So if anyone watched Yen's games, he played a CI deck that was pretty similar to this. I think the only difference was not the only difference, but one difference was that he was running the twins.
Twins instead of mind games.
Okay.
So it's not a good best value draw here, but at least he gets the Magnum out of the way for later, but not super helpful right now. Yeah, Ben might think he's going against some sort of moon CI and wants to put that astrolabe down, but no, he just clicks for 6 and he's going to ditch that Magnum Opus.
Yeah. I mean,
That's fine.
yeah, you gotta. He started the term with 0, so I mean, he's got to make the money to play these cards in his hand to do stuff.
Yeah, early on, these Magnum Opus decks just kind of have to time walk themselves a little bit.
Boom, there it is. MCA austerity policy.
Absolutely. So Magnum Opus gets a little bit worse, but it's still really good.
This card, I really like MCA austerity. Like, it's so sick.
It's a good card. Yeah, it's just straight up a good card. It's any asset that you can put behind a piece of ice and it pretty much demands the runner's attention. That is a good asset.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. Interesting. Yeah. So you trash feedback filter,
which would help against brain damage, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. But maybe he probably doesn't know. And
Yeah. I'm sure he doesn't know.
and that runner, what you don't know, will that can kill you, right? Like, I mean,
Quite literally.
yeah. I mean, I bet at some point if Brainstorm gets if he accesses it, he's gonna go, okay, well.
I'm surprised he dishes the stem hack here. He does have 3 indexing, but
Wow.
get the ultraviolet. Still no brainstorm.
This is getting crazy because, of course, now I think we're at the point now. Colin's going to maintain above 15 credits. He's going to get the click back.
Yeah.
Ben Mason is. So, it's funny how just to me it's funny how they're just interacting with each other in this way. Ben's going to gain that click from Beth, but then he loses it because of MC austerity. I just
Yeah, he didn't click it last turn, so Ben did have a 5-click turn.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Because the ultraviolet, and here we have the brainstorm. So this is likely going to go on the outside of server 1, and yeah, we'll start trying. So austerity is going to trigger next turn for the clicks, so he'll probably go ahead and try to fast advance the Hades fragment next turn.
Yeah. We're about to get rolling. Well, I mean, technically, I think he's already on the path, but
Yeah.
we might see the magic. Okay, and Ben says, you know what? I need to see your deck real quick. Let me just take a peek, if you don't mind.
Nice. Yeah, this could. He is running real 5-3s. I mean, we see the Hades in his hand, so we could see. You can see it in right here.
Yeah. It does happen. We've seen it happen. Oh, is that 7 points in one? Okay, it's crazy. It's crazy how that works.
Well, it would be kind of ironic if Colin lost to indexing, because we've had a lot of conversations lately, and he's in love with DDM.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I am too. I think it's a great
If
card.
the deck can support it, DDM is insane. It's
Yeah.
indexing. We've got the second run.
It's bonkers. Yeah. I feel like Colin won't even. He won't even play a Shaper deck that doesn't have 3 DDM.
Or a Sunny deck, or a Geist deck. Yeah, based on how much Ben is thinking, I don't think this is going to be a 7-point indexing.
Ben said thinking. Does it mean he didn't see? Okay, no, he saw something. Okay.
Yeah, it seems like probably either saw 1, maybe 2, but he wanted to sort the rest of the things appropriately. Yeah, there's 3 points right there.
Ooh.
So fast. I mean, it's the danger, right?
Yeah, and he just wants to get some money right here. So,
All right, so at least there was only one agenda. Unfortunately, it was a 3-pointer.
no, so he's not going to try to score with a Hades here. Is he will fast advance the Vitruvius maybe right now?
Possibly. Also, I mean, I would assume Colin's thinking, "Oh crap, he's got multiple indexings, multiple ways to access cards. I've got to make sure that I can limit, the number of times he can successfully get an R&D consecutively."
No, he's going to try to fast advance the Hades next turn. So let's see if Ben tries to go after HQ right now. He's going to want to get the knockdown, but right now, if he goes up to the 1 ice HQ, it's going to be 5 to break an Architect, which is the only thing he's probably going to be worried about.
Yeah.
We know it's vanilla, but. Right now, the knocked and imp dropping at the same time will be quite devastating. We know just the imp going down and going after HQ could really hurt Colin right here.
Yeah. Man.
This might just be a money turn. Yeah, money into knocked. Oh, challenging that. We'll see some stuff happen right here. I don't think he's going to res the Brainstorm.
Yeah, I can imagine he would either. At
this point, you don't want to res it as a surprise because it's so much. Yeah, he's just going to let that go.
And it doesn't look like Colin has a lot of economic options at this point.
The Scratch Out 3 is going to hurt. It's going to be 6 in either a brain or...
Jeez.
Yeah, probably don't get greedy just in the run here. No,
Pricey.
Let's see what's he doing. It takes the brain damage. Yeah, it does go along with his game plan. So if losing the imp definitely helps.
Yeah.
He won't have enough to trash his austerity policy. He can let the second sub on Architect fire. Okay, yeah, he does just.
He says, "I'm done. We're good here.
Yeah.
We're fine here. Thank you."
Yeah, so now we'll see the Hades chord. Imagine.
Yeah, props to Colin because he, at this point, his R&D is safe for now because he's placed his Architect here. It's a little safer. It's more expensive because he's placed his Architect here on R&D. He's definitely taxed out Mason a bit, economically, at least for the short term, by this Spread Child getting rezzed. So there is a window, a fantastic, great window, even though he can fast advance it once, right?
No, yeah, he's just going to hold on to that and try to assemble the combo. It looks like he does not want to threaten the score.
Yeah. Because Ben is going to have to credit up, to do anything now. I think it's fine for him to hold off a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to gain 6. Colin's got to be a little bit worried about R&D here because it's essentially a pup on there because that Architect with the knocked, it's just too credits to break.
And he has other... He's got to play this weird game. Wait, is that a... No.
He's got a Fairchild 3 in hand, Colin does, so he wants to get that on R&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to see some credits here, yeah. And that's the right move. He's got to get the Gordian installed with enough credits to break a Fairchild 3.
Without it, he's he can get wrecked.
He's got to be a little suspicious now that Austerity policy has not turned into a score. So he might be thinking that something's up. No, but here comes the score.
There it is.
Oh, right. I'm done. Well, no, he could have, yeah. Yeah, once he had 3, he could have done the 5 for 3. And he doesn't put a counter on the Vitruvius. He does have both of his neural EMPs, though, but if he advanced it one more time to get the 3rd, he could do the triple neural.
Yeah,
And this is now the Helheim servers. We might get a run. Okay, yeah, this is going to be bad. This is Helheim servers and brainstorms. This is, Colin's got to do a lot of math here, and I have to as well. I mean, just with the cards in hand, Ben's going to be able to kill him. Or, I'm sorry, Colin's going to be able to kill Ben. Yeah, and away we go.
So right now he's trashing cards to boost the strength of the brainstorm.
Yeah, he's got to get it. Let's see. How high does he have to get this?
Man.
Yeah, he has to get it up to 10. So I think he just has to trash one more and he'll.
Yeah, this is one of those spots where when I'm playing, I go beyond what I need to do just in case I fuck it up,
Yeah, just throw another Helheim card in there.
Yeah, I mean, why not? You're gonna end the game, right?
Yeah, and.
But no, it looks like Colin did the exact math.
Yeah, this is what neural EMP. Neural EMP is not a successful run, so this will be the end here. He's just running through. He's got to know he's dead at this point, though.
Yeah.
Man. What's funny about this is I just saw a post on Netrunner Dorks from someone that said, play CI on, ban list. I don't know. What?
Yeah, and there's the neural EMP again.
GG.
That would be a GG. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if Ben has seen that combo.
It's a shame we didn't get to see the mind games into the run on the remote.
Oh.
That would have been the best.
Wow.
All right, so now we're going to see it's going to be Null versus Ag Infusion, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the combo deck comes through.
This is an interesting Ag Infusion list. It's running the full 3 Obokota protocol. And a single breach dome. So it's going to try to ping cards here and there to try to make the Obokota even harder to steal. It's only the full DNA tracker suite. And, one thing I don't see is Kudo, which would make that all the Obokotas even harder to steal. But it's a pretty poorly cost dice other than that name.
All right, we're jumping into the game.
And so in the opener hand, we see kind of the thing that this null is going to be trying to do, and it's this stem implant. So Colin decided to go full combo for top deck. Let's see how it is.
Might be allowable.
Yeah, you might recognize this list. It did get posted on Netrunner DB about a week ago. It's a party animal, originally posted by Apo or APO.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a straight up net deck.
Yeah, it's the combo is going to be Duggars and with all-nighters.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yep. And he's got origamis as well to keep the hand. So he's going to try to get his origamis out with some all-nighters. Fire the all-nighters, fire Duggars, and then fire Stubbornness Stem Implant to access every card. And try to fire both all-nighters to get a freedom to him quality down first. Oh, I also missed this. He has amped ups as well.
Wow.
So
So, I
the
mean-
Tigers right away.
So, just a refresher, Duggars, 2 cost, 4 clicks, draw 10 cards.
I think you mean access 5 cards. I think that's what that means.
Exactly. Which is, it's stem, what's it called? Stem.
Severance stem implant. It is, I've got it pulled up, I can read it. It is click, so it's a hardware they have to install, 2 to install. Click, make a run an R&D or HQ and trash 2 or more cards from your grip. Whenever you access cards from the server during this run, access 1 additional card for every 2 cards trash.
So definitely a very interesting interaction.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you've been on this turn, I think you go ahead and you pop out this scarcity of resources, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, scarcity is live in pretty much every matchup.
Yep.
He's digging for that R&D, I think, though. And
There we go. Well, there we go.
they'll probably install maybe is there going to be a hedge fund? Yes, the hedge fund or the scarcity.
Cool. I think that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Man, Maryland, you know, her everyday job. Well done.
Yeah.
She's a nice lady.
Much nicer than that Eve campaign.
Much nicer and more wholesome. You know, good for the whole family. Jesus. Duggar's on the board. I feel like we missed the opportunity for that scarcity. No, we're fine. All right, so this is not what Ben cannot be happy about top decking this other agenda. Like he wants to.
Yeah, he definitely wants those Ovocodas in the deck because the Ovocodas are going to hinder the Severinus implant turn.
Yeah.
And
And
something I didn't realize is this Beth, Ben's already at 15 credits, so this Beth is live, and with amped up, he could go off next turn.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And
Like
he's all 3 of the breakers in his bin right now, so shit could go down.
yeah. I'm excited. You guys excited? I'm kidding. Like, I mean, the whole train wreck. Man,
I'm not sure it's a good idea to go off right now, but it certainly is possible. And Cap.
Ben, stop
And it's got
drawing a
flooded.
jet.
That's got flooded. So he's going to ditch Ovocado on the other Maryland Doom.
Stop it. Ben, we want you to do well. Please stop drawing agendas.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Colin, why not check?
Yeah, he took it. That's good.
Triggers that I've had worse.
He does lose the stem implant and the amped up.
Wow.
Get the great card Origami. He loses Origami as well.
Wow. Harsh. But I mean, it's 3 points, in this instance.
Yeah, when he needs to go off, the combo is just going to be a little bit easier, and he has the levies. I don't know if any recurs. Let me pull up his list real quick. He's got 1 same old thing and 2 levies, so he'll be able to get everything that he needs back. And he does have a second copy of Stim Implant.
Wow, and that's 2 more points right now. So Colin's in really great shape. I mean, we know he's got the combo, that's the combo potential.
I missed the corporate sales team rip. I was looking at his list, but yeah, this is you don't even need the combo to go off here. But
yeah, just straight up, just play a regular, good old fashioned game of Netrunner. So many tools.
yeah, what are you targeting marketing here?
I don't even.
Finally gets up the scarcity resource. A little bit too late, unfortunately, unless he's going to hit more daily casts. But
man, I've been sitting here with 3 agendas. Like I don't even 3 agendas. Probably doesn't look great to try to score. The ice on the remote is Excalibur doesn't in the run.
He can't really score here because all the conspiracy figures are in the bin. Colin's not broke, and we even see the Stimac in his hand. Yeah, so
yeah. I mean, this is looking really bad.
Ben needs a second Excalibur would be really helpful here because he can Excalibur, trigger the no more runs, and then Ag Infusion, trashing the other Excalibur. But having an Excalibur on the inside piece of ice is not helpful either.
No. Ben draws a breach dome. Doesn't help him.
I'm not sure what to do with that breach dome.
Yeah.
You just toss it.
Yeah. It doesn't really do much right now.
Ugh, these
Yeah,
agendas.
this is so bad. Like, what? I guess so. It's been digging for more ice.
Yeah, he's digging for ice. He's digging for Marcus Batty as well.
Yeah, this is a shame. I mean, like, at this point now, Ben's sitting on 4 agendas. I don't even know.
Does he try to put the breach dome anywhere? Yeah, he's putting the Maryland campaign outside to try to keep that remote open for scoring if he ever gets the opportunity to.
Yeah.
So we know that HQ is flooded. What do you think, as far as from Colin's perspective? Is there anything that might tip to him that Ben's flooded right now?
Probably the drawing.
Yeah, the intense drawing and the lack of any other action makes it seem like that Ben is just trying to react.
And it also may be the case that Colin doesn't want to break himself completely. He wants to poke around a bit and force Ben to like lose credits. Because I mean, to be
So in
honest,
this case, actually, that NK Ultra could not have broken the news end. They boosted it twice. Man, New Sound is such a good ice. Whoever decided initially to put that in Agate Fusion, that was a good idea.
Mm.
and I don't see any. Nope. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the full effect. Ben has successfully reached the 5 agenda level game. I mean, actually, what is that? It's
Duggars did just trigger. What a time to be alive.
Wow.
And he does not.
So are we seeing 17 agenda points total in hand/scored? Right?
15, I think.
15?
No, you're right. 17.
Like, so there's
3 left in the deck.
3 points left in the deck. All right. Well, this is bad. And of course, I mean, I'm laughing at this.
This is going to miss.
Yeah, like I'm laughing because he could actually miss.
See, this is what I was trying to.
The Mark 2, or it's a feature perfect, isn't it? So even if he hits, he's going to have to play a side game. Yeah, but it missed.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to allude to earlier. Is like, I was wondering if Colin was going to hit HQ really hard just based off of the way the action's gone down, but
He doesn't really have the credits to.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess he kind of didn't have a way to get in there anyways. So,
and I think the jig is up, right? Like, I mean, he just hit R&D for a massive number of cards, and he whiffed completely. He's going in HQ. Like, I mean, I think that's just he immediately says I got to check it out.
I mean,
his HQ is kind of fixed at least. He's gonna come. No, all right. Yeah. He fixed it a little bit putting the Opacata protocols in there, guys, but he's still. I mean, the scoring window is miles away at this point.
Yeah, and I think Colin Simhacks the discard pile.
Well, he's gonna get fixed right now. Yeah, he's gonna preemptive those things back, maybe.
Pause. Yeah,
that was a good draw for him.
Yeah. Preemptive DNA tracker on the remote, maybe, or DNA tracker over R&D. Yeah, he's just gonna. I don't know. I don't even know what to do at this point. Yeah, gotta be. This is not good. Yep. So he gets the baddie back, but you need to try to score.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Helpful.
Toss a Mark II here to spread out the agendas. No. Yeah.
Which money does Colin have? All right. 12 credits. 5 clicks. Whoo!
It's just a matter of try to go combo again, he's going to have to levy to reset everything because he lost both stem and plans.
There we go.
No, he's going to Duggar's, man.
Stem hack HQ, or
I think so. I think he's sending back HQ.
that should do it, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
there's
it's
no
gonna
way.
be whether he thinks it's whether what he thinks is going to happen, whether he thinks. Oh no, sorry, he had another stem implant installed. No, it's my fault.
Oh, you're fine. I mean, at this point, yeah. I mean, it looks like. Well, hold on. He trashed 6 cards,
Looks like he's still selecting, at least on my game.
so I guess he's going R&D again. But that's fine. That's fine. I think. I think when he checked the last time, there were maybe 26 cards left in the deck, or 27. Now there's 23. I think he accessed 6 or 7 cards. This is fine. I mean, he can still hit the last agenda point.
Yeah, there's a huge program for a side game.
We got a side game.
Okay.
Bid.
I thought stem implant trashed itself for some reason when he went in, but no, as long as it's out, it's going to be valid. So.
Oh wow, there it is. Okay.
It is, yeah. He was smart. He kept enough cards in his hand to be able to steal the Obokata Protocol.
Yeah.
That was a good play.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ben did what he could to stay alive, but there wasn't much coming back from that.
Yeah, that combo is that combo being as powerful as it is. Once it's set up, I mean, there's really not a lot of. There's not a lot of great options there. Not at that point.
I guess Colin could sense the flood, but he didn't really want to go through it. Yeah, he is right. That Excalibur on the remote, I don't quite remember what his hand was like back there. Then, yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go on to game number 2.
No, that was game 2.
Yeah, that was game 2.
Oh, I'm sorry, game number.
We had the brainstorm. We had combo after combo.
Yeah. So, let me get a little random action here.
No, we're done. All right, Colin got both.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, 2-0. It's over. My bad.
Congrats, Colin. Sorry, Ben. Well played, sir.
Let me see if any of these homies want to come on.
Welcome to the post Rotato Netrunner. Well, hold on. That game was that everything in?
What's that?
For these two guys, what was their deck restriction?
So Ben's corp was Obokata. Colin's corp was Fairchild 3. Colin's runner was Levy. And Ben's runner was Magnum Opus.
Cool. All right. Thank you.
All right, so Colin's going to hop on for a second. See if we can get Ben in here too. If not, we'll just chat with Mr. Hanna. What's up, Mr. Colin Hanna? How you doing? Congrats.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Colin?
Yo, Alice.
Hey, Colin, congrats.
Hey, thanks. He got flooded super bad in that last game. You could tell.
That was painful to watch.
Yeah, there was a point when he mandatory drew and he was 6 for 6 with agendas.
Yeah, oof. Yeah, like, I know there's a ton, but you can't run when it's double ice. Like, he's just gonna bounce me, and then I'm wasting cards.
Yeah. Well, we were discussing that. We were saying, like, we were talking about the way the corp turns were going and whether or not it was like pretty obvious that he was flooded because of the fact that he wasn't really installing anything, he wasn't really playing anything, he was just drawing cards. And yeah.
So what was the fear with the double ice HQ? You feared bounce you to somewhere that you'd be eating a lot of net damage?
Yeah, it's not the net damage. It's like I don't want to bust a stab on it or an implants. So it's just like there's no reason to poke until like he's econ weak, and then I can take advantage of it.
Sure.
And if he double ices R&D, he has to score, and I have stim hack, so it's like not great either way.
Right.
I got 2 levies. I can view R&D all day.
Right. Yeah, I saw that. That was a nice way. I didn't think about that using this, having used the sim implant on HQ and losing accesses that way. That you can just guarantee the win on R&D if you just wait.
Yep.
So in the last game, I talked a little about your man crush on DDM. I don't know if DDM's a man, so I don't know if you call it a man crush. But...
I have such a huge crush on DDM. 5 cards.
Crush.
Yeah, man. This Duggars bullshit might be better.
Yeah. Well, there was a point when he hit you with an index, and I was like, "Oh, wouldn't it be ironic if Colin lost to indexing right now?" Because
yeah, man, I don't like that card super much right now.
Well,
of course, I don't respect it with the vanilla either.
Well, here's the thing, man. Mad Dash, and indexing. This makes a pretty good little 1-2 punch.
See 20 cards, it's better.
I could see that. Yeah.
I like where your head's at. I like. I'll look at 5 and make one agenda worth 4 points that's normally worth 2, like with a super combo. That sounds fantastic. Or I could just look at 20 cards. Like really, it could go either way. I don't know. I'm guaranteed to see an agenda, right? Like.
Yeah, I think I had him ruse pretty hard on my corp game too.
Oh yeah, you didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah, that was definitely caught him off guard.
I saw Rodich do that. He's such a dick. I love him.
Yeah, I played around with it a little bit when like rotation and core 2 got announced. But yeah, the mind games to force him on it, that's some hot tech. I really wish we'd have seen that.
You present as a like normal CI deck, like
Right.
you bluff Stinson, like you have the MCA. It's like you get to play for a child 3. It's like pretty great.
I love it. I mean, both decks were definitely like while watching, especially this last one, right? I was just like, oh my god, this combo is so sick. It's so disgusting. And then, like, on Ben's side, I was just sitting there like, no, I don't really know what Ben can do. Like, at a certain point, there isn't much you can do. You're gonna have to just take all the R&D hits. Like,
Yeah, I super like Zach. Seeing like corporate off R&D when he's got like he's got like at least 2 in hand at that point.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Zachy bullshit, but
I feel that. But RNG is a part of the game, and sometimes you play towards it. You're like, hey, whatever. Like, I mean, 60% of the time works every time, right? Clearly, I might as well give it a
it's one
shot.
of the res. I like even if it's like a DNA tracker, don't give a shit. Like gonna go back through.
Yeah, you just need the res, which is like a second fusion.
Yep.
Nice.
Well,
Well, congratulations. It's awesome.
Congrats, man. You're going to face off against Jen in round 2.
God damn it! Every time.
Did you guys play in round 2 last time, or was that?
No, I scrubbed out last time, but Nina and I have a history after I knocked him out of Worlds to cut.
Yeah. Interestingly, I don't know if you watched Jen's top deck match, but he had a very similar deck to the one that you were playing.
I haven't seen it yet. I want to go watch the VODs. Like his head is in a great place.
Yeah, let's not spoil the surprise. It's good.
Loving this.
All right. Well, tomorrow night is am I the feature match? Me and Travis, or are we just gonna do that at regular time or at our own time?
Yeah, I won't be able to feature it.
Okay.
I'm good for once a week. I'm still I'm in that partial paternity leave still. So
Got it. Yeah, maybe we can get somebody else to stream it, but yeah.
If you can get Josh has streamed a couple in the past. Spags. So yeah, if anybody, as always, if anybody wants to stream it, they're more than welcome to. I think is he you're playing, let's see, you're playing Travis.
Yeah.
And I think I saw in chat that Code Marvelous was asking Hollis if he would commentate on him and Jesse's match tomorrow. So
Yeah, so there's at least 3. There's mine, there's that one, and then there's Spags.
yeah,
I don't
so
know. They're
Friday.
playing-
Friday, I think at 10 a.m. Spags and Sam Swede, and Spags is going to stream that one. So, yeah, if you guys, I mean, if looks like there'll be quite at least 1 or 2 more streams in there. Cool. Anything else that we want to talk about? Are we gonna get into some scandals, or are we gonna?
No.
No.
I think I made enough scandal jokes for the night, but
Yeah, you saw
some
the
good
open wood.
ones.
You were like, man, this salt is delicious, though. I love it. This is fantastic.
Colin, you were on the list too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did not make
They
the list.
got this
so
deck if they really wanted it.
See, my contention was that if I would have made the list, they would have looked at my decks and they would have been like, okay, I feel bad for this dude. We're going to toss him some decks because he doesn't have anything.
You got pity decks. You would have got pity Netrunner lanes.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, you could probably go down like 10 decks and you would already get to decks that have been illegal for like 2 years. So all right. Well, I guess we'll leave it alone. We'll let the games speak for themselves. Awesome. Any shout outs or anything that anybody wants to throw out? How about we'll start with you, Peter?
I just want to shout out everybody that played today: Jason, Josh, Colin, and Ben. Thanks for letting me commentate, even though I have the winner of, or if I win, I'll have the winner of Jason and Josh. So I've been scooped. So, and of course, thanks, Greg, for setting everything up and running everything. These are always awesome events that are helpful for the community, and there's never a time that we need community help more than right now. So thank you so much.
Cool. Mr. Hollis, I'm going to have to cut you off for 5 minutes on shout outs because I know you can shout out for days. But you just, hold on. Timing starts now.
I'll keep it really, really brief. For this one, I think, especially this one and probably for the near future, my shout outs are probably just going to be primarily to the actual entire Android Netrunner community. I know that like a lot of people had over the past couple days some attitudes that flared. There's some disappointment, there's some anger, stuff like that. But we survived a lot of stuff. We survived the Mumbat cycle. We survived a stale portion of the game. And we survived unique other issues in Netrunner that I think are not uncommon in other gaming circles as well. So that being the case, I think this is something that eventually we will move past. People will do in their heart what they find is right or not. Who knows? I mean, ultimately, we can't force anybody to do anything they don't want to do. But I think it'll all smooth out, and then everyone will be happy again, and we'll all continue to enjoy the game that I think that has effectively been rebooted and I think made better. We're definitely seeing more people in stores. I'm getting reports, at least, from people telling me their stores are filling up again. So this has me really, really excited. I hope recent events do not taint, the level of which Netrunner is actually becoming an even better game. The community is improving. I hope that everyone continues to support the game. You go out to your local stores, you play, and you have fun. So, and of course, to you, Greg. Thank you so much for having me on again. And also, I love you, Peter. I just really appreciate you having me on. It's really been this is so much fun. I love doing commentary and talking about Netrunner. So thank you guys.
Cool. Colin, got any shout outs you want to give out?
Sam Swede. He's my homie. Best deck builder in Texas. Didn't give me either of these lists in case people were curious.
Yeah. Come on, Sam. You need to help us, your fellow Texans out here. What you got? What you got brewing? Well, cool. I first want to thank Hollis for coming on again. He's been my rock. So, as always, man, great commentary, and I joke about your shout outs, but you always give the best shout outs. So,
thanks.
Always from the heart.
Thanks.
But yeah, man, thanks for coming on again. Peter, thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's good to have you on. I know this isn't your first top deck, so but it is the first time we got to see your beautiful face on camera. So I'm sure
he's so handsome. You see him? He's such a handsome guy. Look at that. Look at that face.
I mean,
look at him.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm taken.
Got three scrubs and t-shirts, and one guy with the collared shirt, the nicely combed hair. So
we're bums, man. We're bums over here.
And Colin
don't have hair.
Yeah, actually, it's the first time we've had Colin on the stream, at least on the video. I don't think none of your match hadn't.
I scrubbed out super bad last time.
All right, well, so we got two good things here. We got you on, so that's good, and we get to see you in round 2. So, I mean, it's awesome. As we know, Colin's my homie, so I got to root for him a little bit, keep the Texas pride rolling. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good spot to wrap it up. So thanks everybody for tuning in. I don't even know if anyone's around anymore, but
they are.
Yeah, if you haven't already, you can head on over to the YouTube channel and subscribe so you can get the videos. I always post the videos up there the next day. And we'll be live again next week with round 2 matches. So thanks again. Everybody have a good night. We'll see ya.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
See you guys.